Greetings again, adventurers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. In the last episode, we explored the two leftmost corridors on this floor of Pandemonium, and vanquished Borgin, resurrected as an undead servant by the unholy Emperor Matthias, as well as another guardian in the form of Tiamat. And luckily for us, we managed to vanquish her in a somewhat easier fashion than the Warriors of Light did in the original Final Fantasy. But ultimately we have two more corridors to venture into, so we shall do just that. Into the thirdmost corridor we go. Be wary of everything. Not just anything, but everything. Absolutely everything. And of course monsters are now fleeing from us left and right and centre. It's always good for us. At least we can deal with Malboros in one hit. We also managed to defeat that horde of Krull without Leon getting one-shotted, which is very nice. But there is a chest in here, and that takes care of that little mess. Now, yet another conspicuous treasure chest with a guardian nearby. This treasure chest in particular contains an item absolutely most useful. Behold, the headpiece known as the ribbon. Basically, protects against elemental. I think it protects against elemental and also status ailments as well. But such a prize is never unguarded, because of course it isn't. And we are actually fighting a true demon, Astaroth. Oh my word. I think it's time to use the power of Holy and Flare to deal with him in short order. Well, we've got the first strike, and of course we always have the mighty Master Mune to deal to him. Get some copious amounts of damage in there, such as it is. And going to try and get Leon to get a bit more damage in there. Might probably come back to bite me, but okay, Drain, not the absolute worst that a demon can throw at me. And that Berserk was well timed. All I have to do is hope that nobody dies in this particular fight, because that would be extremely annoying. I think one Berserk is more than sufficient. So we've already done quite a bit of damage already. Fast 16? Bah, I laugh at your antics. I really do. You might be an impressive green demon with wings and a giant spear, but at the end of the day, we're actually doing quite a bit more damage than yourself. Now, another melee attack from Furion, just to get his swordsmanship going again. And hopefully this round should do it. Okay, Drain from Maria. That basically means that she's going to get held after this particular encounter. And Leon with the finishing blow. Huzzah! Huzzah hooray! Very good. And Maria's MP increased as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And a threat. Don't know what it does, probably useless, probably should have crashed it, but oh well. We actually did exceptionally well for ourselves in that particular encounter. Well, that was one Demon Guardian down. I'm sure there will be others. Now, believe it or not, if we were actually to go further west of this place, we would actually end up going out to the exit to the next chamber, but we don't want to do that. There is one more area that we want to go to, and that is the final room, which actually leads to the corridor just east of this place. So we'll bus back outside here, go to the easternmost corridor. This one is actually fairly straightforward, which is godsend to me. And of course another 5 Kroll, but we actually managed to hold our own in that particular encounter. Finally. And we managed to get this particular treasure chest without being attacked. Of course we're going to do the smart thing and automatically open it. Ooh, and we're actually carrying a lot. Yeah, we are pretty much carrying a copious amount of items. Maria, have a health potion. It's on me. And Genji armor. And of course, it's being guarded by a guardian monster. Another demon. Yeah, don't adjust your video screen set, adventurers. That clearly said Satan. Actually, that's not its true name, that's just the colloquial translation of the NES version. It has a somewhat of a different name, but of course goes without saying that we're actually wanting to kill this particular demon with absolute gusto. Something tells me that you might actually be worse than Astaroth, and I'm somewhat glad of that. Well, glad that I was right, not glad that he is actually somewhat more potent than Astaroth. Much as I would love Leon to actually get some more health up to this battle. You know what, guy? You're up. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Oh, and you're venomed. Boo. That is extremely ungood. So we're going to be taking damage whichever way. And yeah, Leon having Berserk will also be quite useful. Trying to paralyze didn't work, which is absolutely fantastic. Guy dealing 1000 damage, but much like Astaroth, Satan definitely has a copious amount of health. But with those Berserks, we're actually doing quite well for ourselves. And getting some more magic in there, for good measure. Another few rounds we should be able to vanquish this demon without too much trouble. Thank you very much there, guy. Very useful indeed. We actually got an item, a black robe. You know what, we're going to get rid of the eye drop, probably a big mistake, given that my inventory is basically filled to the brim with absolutely everything. You know what, guy? You've earned a victory X potion. Bit of a waste there, but okay. And we're actually you know what? I'm actually going to walk back to the where the tress containing the ribbon off screen, so I'll see you all there in just a brief moment. Alright, we've made it back safe and sound to the treasure room where the ribbon was. Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Alright, so after careful consideration, I actually decided to give Virian the ribbon that we acquired in this room here to be very useful for him, which means that I have decided to give the Aegis Shield to Guy, combining that with the Dragon Armor. Last, that means Leon is pretty much drawing the short end of the stick. Now, the way out of here is also pretty linear. Of course, we're going to be fighting hordes of Krull along the way, as well as groups of beast demons along the way. And here we are, the warp tile out of here, leading us to this inaccessible area that we couldn't get to outside of here. The only way is forward now. Now there is actually a slight chance that we could actually acquire ribbons, I believe we mentioned this earlier, but from the Queen Lamias, but I doubt we're going to get that lucky. Not in this adventure. Anyway, without further ado, let us press on to the next area, just beyond this warp tile. We get warped to a very colourful part of the dungeon. And there just so happens to be a treasure chest. And of course we ran into a pair of bombs, this time accompanying a Thunder Gigas, as in the final Gigas that we encountered from Mysidia. There is a chest over here, containing another Elder IQ, which is absolutely worthless to us at this point. Not even really sure where we took it. I just wondered if there was actually, well, something in there, but there wasn't. That chest was not guarded. We need to make our way all the way around. We're getting closer. We are definitely getting. And of course those wolves managed to confuse Maria, which is utterly annoying. Down this corridor here. That's exactly where we need to go. Fairly long way this corridor. I have to say I do love the aesthetic of Pandemonium. It's rather quaint. And now those wolves finally learn to fear me. Hurrah hooray. Into this warp tile we go. And we are now in another different coloured passageway. So just give me a chance to get my bearings for a moment. Okay, this room seems actually fairly straightforward. There appear to be only a couple of treasure chests, one in the top left corner and one in the lower right corner. We're pushing on for the end. And lo and behold, we just ran into a blue dragon, which is kind of unfortunate, but we managed to prevail. Now, something I was going to mention is, remember what I said about Satan not being his real name? Yeah, that is just the translation of the NES version. His true name is Beelzebub, but of course, that's a bit of useless trivia now, because he won't be bothering us ever again. Let's press on, because we're going to be fighting a whole... Actually, no, this is not the way to go. We need to go this way. My mistake. I had to read the map, DM. There is a treasure chest here, as I was saying before. Again, I was rudely interrupted. Dragon Bean. Not all that helpful. In fact, I don't even know whether, I should have a spiral helmet. That guy might, be interested in? Maybe better than diamond helmet anyway. Or not. Nope. In any case, I am completely and absolutely chock-a-block, full of inventory space. But you know what, I'm just gonna trash the echo screen that I've got at this point. And the maiden kisses, I'm definitely not gonna need them at this point. Watch as I desperately need them. I'll keep one just in case. And we encountered an ice gigas, of all things. Now, the way out is there, but we're actually going to go down to get the other treasure chest. Probably doesn't have a guardian or anything, but one of the most ridiculous thing about Kroll is that they can kill even Guy, even him of all people, which is absolutely absurd. Hellfire down here, and I was genuinely expecting a boss. Genuinely expecting a boss at this point. Still no ribbon from the Lamias. Lame. Yeah, that was a terrible pun. And down goes another ice giant. Or an ice giga, sorry. Now the time has come for us to depart this chamber because there is absolutely nothing here for us. Now, this is the, just so happens to be the penultimate chamber. And, well, much like a certain floor in the original Final Fantasy, you might tend to get lost in this place, but the solution is this isn't some random, magically random floor. The way out is actually down in the lower left-hand corner of this particular chamber, and there is absolutely no reason to go looking about anywhere else because there is absolutely nothing to find. Except, of course, ice giants. Now, if they're going to make use of an actually, no, hold off on using that just yet, because I am actually going to, on screen, copiously cure everyone. I'm probably going to get into an encounter at some point. Now I'm going to use the trusty elixir. There we go. Now we head down, and there is the way out. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the warp tile that will take us to the very heart of Pandemonium, to where Emperor Mattias is ultimately waiting for us. Yeah, we finally made it. And you know what else? It is time for me to make sure that you have a blood sword. And it's time for Leon to hook up a blood sword as well. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that if the notes on those swords were to be believed, and I have every reason to think that they are, we're going to need those blood swords against Emperor Mattias, especially in his demonic incarnation as the very ruler of hell. And you know what? I am actually going to call this an episode. Fairly short, considering what I've just been through, but when we return, adventurers, hopefully what may yet be the final episode of my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II. Classic NES. Yeah, it's definitely been a long road, and it's going to get even longer from here on out. So with that, I will leave you here for the time being. As always, dear adventurers, until next we meet.